Welcome back to Dream Builds. My name is DreamInSilence. Oh, and I ran into a wall. We have a lot of work to do today. A lot of building, big projects getting started this episode. But before we do all that, we have important things to attend to. And hopefully where I'm flying doesn't kill me. Hey, we ended up exactly where we needed to be. Kubi's house. We have to prank Kubi back for all of the shulker boxes he filled my house with. In fact, as I'm recording this, they are still all over my backyard. I should probably do a little bit of regifting, but we're not just gonna do that. Oh no. Pranks have to escalate, of course. That's the natural way of things. And I, just before this, did some resource gathering. In the end dimension, I gathered a ton of endstone. And I decided to just clean up the area a bit while I was at it. But why endstone? Well, it has a particularly, I suppose, eggy look to it. It kind of has the texture and color of a chicken egg. And that's what we're going to build. We are going to build a giant chicken egg around Kubi's house. Let's get started. Roll the time lapse. And now we wait. It's a little bit of a lopsidedly shaped egg, but it resembles it well enough. I also returned Kubi's shulker boxes to him. You could almost call it the yolk within the egg. I got some feedback on my last video, and I do kind of realize that I have not always been the best at properly showing off my builds after I'm done building them. I was never completely sure if I was comfortable using the FreeCam mod much before, just because I wasn't sure how you guys would feel about it, but I do feel like it is a good way for me to give you guys a closer look at my builds. This is a build that I spent quite a bit of time on last episode, and so giving you guys a proper look at it would be good. A little bit better than just flying by it and around it. I did a lot of texture work. I tried to put as many details in as I could without going insane. Just making each part of it somewhat unique, but making one greater whole. I spent, well, between the last two episodes, basically about 3 months working on that build right there. But now it's time to move on to new things. And one of those new things I've been keeping a little bit of a secret, but it's right over here. Just beyond the cathedral is where a new community project will be starting soon. It is the Minigames District. This road will lead directly to the entrance of the Minigames District, which will be this whole area here. We're intending on laying it out somewhat like a theme park. And I think that we might be getting going on that very soon. It may be within this episode. But for now, I have my own main project to get started working on. The Mega Biome Transformation Project begins this episode. Before we really get going, I need to get some materials. This is generally kind of the color scheme I'm wanting to start with. I'm probably going to need a lot more. So I think this is a great time to do another resource gathering montage. So, I'll see you guys on the other side. Let's go! Guys, Kubi is on. He was successfully pranked. Let's go see him since we're on at the same time. It doesn't happen very often these days, so when we can interact, it's a fun opportunity to do so. There he is. Oh, Kubi.
Hey.
Hey. How you like your egg?
It's great, man. It's great. I was actually thinking of maybe keeping it.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I was thinking, or like keeping the back of it, or I noticed it kind of massacred my crops, man.
Sorry, it was
And my
necessary.
Rails, got my rails somewhere, man.
I think I have them somewhere. I can.
I'm down
I could
3 rails,
give
dude.
them back
3
to you.
rails. I'll never financially recover from this.
I think you'll be okay, but I've got them stashed somewhere.
Wait, what? Whoa, what's going on with these chickens?
That's a good question. What is going on?
Did you like
I
throw
didn't-
eggs up there and then they grew up or something?
I might have. I
I
honestly
feel like
don't
they're
know.
stuck.
I didn't think that chickens could climb ladders.
I think, well, that's why I think you hatched them up there. And then
I guess I
Where they
must
went
have.
up
I
as
did kind of
babies or
spam wildly.
I kind of want to
That's,
keep them there.
Yeah,
kinda
that's almost like a natural phenomenon right there.
they're like permanently floating, fluttering.
Oh my god.
If it lags the game, I'll deal with them.
Yeah, those are the lag chickens. I didn't
I don't
know
know,
if
I
you were
might-
going to spawn if you had logged out in your house or not. So,
I spend most of my time down here.
yeah.
Right
As
in
most
here,
Minecrafters do in the storage
in
room.
their storage room. I also changed the floor pattern.
Oh. Oh yeah. I like it.
And then I got this too. This is
Whoa.
this is like when I die, you know, face palm.
Did you die to the evil rabbits from
No, those are
What's
my
the movie
protectors. But I thought this was kind of a cool, like this is, you know, if I die, I gotta grab some backup armor, you know.
Yeah. I thought he
And it-
was dabbing at first, but not quite.
His face palm. You can make them dab, I think. Let me see. But yeah, so what
So
brings
how
you on,
long is
man?
this egg war gonna go on for, Kubi?
Well, I was thinking we bury the hatchet.
Oh, that's a very expensive hatchet.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a different one.
Bury the hatchet?
What if we put our pranking forces together and got someone else in on this?
Yes. Nothing brings people together like inconveniencing them.
Exactly. I kind of noticed some empty space up here. You know,
Oh.
something about a roof not being in place. or,
Yeah.
you know.
There's been talks of a roof.
I thought it would be nice if maybe we gave a roof, you know, built a roof, you know. I was thinking, what if it was like a giant chicken that we made, just like made it look like it was sitting on top of you.
Oh. And then we could have a little, like, a little egg that it laid down there as a little gift, to soften the blow.
Yeah, we could do like a golden egg or something and have a present in there.
Oh, I like it. Maybe facing toward your house, because then you could get the best angle from most directions. You don't just have one side where somebody's looking at the butt.
Well, the butt. Well, I was thinking the butt would be like you look and here's the butt. I was thinking it would be like sitting and like the legs would go out this way. What do I got to build with? I got and stuff. Or like hanging down at least, like hanging down. And I got inspired by Pearl when she did that prank on Ito early on, doing the Ito's roof.
Oh yeah, with the burper.
I was like, I thought about just doing that, but then I was like, yeah, that's too, copy paste. I was like, what? And then we started doing this prank war, and I was like, oh, it kind of brought that back up. I thought, oh, that'd be good too.
A little context that I've not actually said on camera yet, I should mention. This is all Holland's fault, by the way. He was the one who started throwing eggs at my house, and then it turned into a discussion on the Discord, and then we were like, what if we had an egg war? And I guess you and me were the most proactive war people. Why are we the way that we are?
I don't know. But let's combine forces and put it to
good use.
Good use. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Good use.
All right. It sounds like a plan. And so, a couple days later, Kubi and I happened to be available at the same time. So we quickly got to work and built a chicken for the top of Spider's house. Would you look at that? The chicken has laid an egg in Spider's house. We decided to leave a little present behind. Left a shulker with some goodies for Spider to make up for that we left a little bit of a mess for her to clean up. Not sure if and when she will be getting on, but hopefully in the near future she will and see this and get a laugh out of it. It was a fun project to do, and I don't get to build stuff with friends very often. So that was fun, even if it wasn't a big project. On that note, though, I talked to Kubi and some of the other people on the server, and we decided that it seems like a good time to start working on the Minigames District, which is going to be a very large community project. And so, I got started. And by got started, I mean I spent probably altogether about 8 hours completely cleaning up and somewhat terraforming this area already. We didn't want to completely remove all of the shape to the area, but I definitely flattened most of it because we're going to be putting in a lot of minigames and rides and infrastructure for all those things to go in, as well as a custom river. I filled in the space where the old river used to be. You can kind of see, based on the torches here, where it was. But we're going to have a different river kind of going through the middle, around this building here. And it's going to connect back up with the river next to Jolly's Hill over here. But of course, I'm not going to be doing all of this. This is all a group project that will be added to over time. Other people will add things. I'm probably going to add some things of my own. But I figured if I could at least get the area prepped and open to be ready to be built on, then that would get things moving. And I think they're going to start moving soon. I did a lot of digging and replacing the dirt that I dug, and I think it looks pretty clean now. But that's all I'm going to be doing with this for the time being, because I have my sights set on transformation of a different area of my own. Yep, it's finally time to focus on the mega build. And when I say the word mega in mega build, I am not kidding you guys. And I think it's about time that I tell you guys what exactly the direction is for this project. So as I build, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm building and the overall concept for this massive biome transformation. I've got a ton of work to do, so let's roll that now. So in the past, when I've told you guys about this project, all I've really said is that I'm going to be transforming this entire area of hills and valleys and mountains and beach and this whole vast landscape. But I haven't told you how or why. The initial idea that inspired me to do this whole thing in the first place was the concept of a gigantic ancient creature that long ago came to its end on top of these hills. And as it decayed, its bioorganic matter began to transform the land around it. And in so, creating an entirely new biome of its own through something magical, ancient, or otherwise. The life force of this lizard dragon-like creature left its mark on this world. And I decided that what felt like the most natural place to get started on this gigantic biome project was to at least begin creating the skeleton of that creature. So what I've created here is a skull that will eventually be the head of an entire skeleton that goes along the length of these hills. And there's going to be entirely new foliage, bioorganic liquid matter, land and rock formations that will be unlike any other biome in Minecraft. Just about every block that you can see in this whole area is going to be replaced, and it will feel like a completely foreign land. Hopefully one that feels majestic, like a fantasy land of old, through the remnants of something ancient and powerful. I actually heavily modeled the skull shape after a Komodo dragon. It may be subject to change, but I feel like I don't want this creature to resemble a typical fantasy dragon. Something maybe a little bit more realistic, but still with fantasy elements sprinkled in there to make it more than just your average lizard. Think of something more akin to a force of nature like Godzilla, for example. But yeah, this is just the first part to the first piece of this project that will inform the entire thing. Building the skeleton itself is already going to be a big project, but then we are also transforming all of the land around it. That's probably going to take me a pretty long time. So I hope you guys are excited about it, because I really am. And so, with all of that done and out of the way, it's time to end this video. I know this video was a little bit all over the place. I had originally planned on just working on this project on this episode, but the server's actually been pretty active lately, and there's been a lot going on. I ended up doing a lot of things that I didn't expect, and that's pretty fun. And I hope you had fun too. So if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me and it helps out my channel a ton. But anyways, that's enough from me. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. And until next time, don't forget, I love your face.